welcome to the first episode of Real Talk. So I've mentioned it on my Instagram and Sit Down with Sophie. So like I said, go on there because you'll get the latest updates of videos and whatever. So I started my own little series called Real Talk. So once a week I'll be doing a video about a serious subject and giving my opinion on it. So it can be literally anything. Send in questions, what you want to ask them or what you want my opinion on. And on today's video it's going to be about talking about what everyone else won't and speaking up about things that people feel insecure about but won't say, and I'm going to speak about things I feel insecure about and that I won't say. First of all, can I just say I wore this jumper in my video what I did with Lucy because it's getting to a point in lockdown where I'm re-wearing things over and over again because I'm running out of clothes. Like honestly, I can't wait to actually get new clothes and crank up my style, if that ever happens. But I shouted out before, but I really want to shout out again because it's so nice. So it's quite like a baggy jumper, right? But these sort of jumpers will go mint with like I said in my other video, I got feelers, so they'd go mint with them. My other Adidas trainers did go mint with, and just like white cream shoes, or like blocky shoes, like chunky ones, because it just looks really trendy. So yeah, decided to shout it out. So let's get on with the video. So right, the first thing I'm going to talk about, and I've said it before, but it's played on my mind so much, and I heard it on a podcast and I thought I wanted to talk about it. Virginity. Like, right, I'm 18 now, and there's always that thing of, oh my gosh, when you turn 18, I'm a virgin still. Like, oh my gosh, I'm a virgin still. Like, why is it a big deal? Like, and I remember sitting on my birthday, right? I remember sitting in my room and regretted all the opportunities I had that I didn't take them. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I got myself in such a mind kerfuffle. Like honestly, I sat there and I was like, all these opportunities I've had, well, I wouldn't say loads, I'm gonna lie. But the opportunities that I've had, I've turned down, and I got frustrated with myself. I was like, I'm gonna turn every situation down, like every opportunity. I'm never gonna lose it. And I started getting frustrated with myself. And I sat there and I thought, hang on a sec, right? If you ever get that feeling, just remember that in that moment you didn't want to. Something in that moment was telling you not to do it. And I remember listening the girls' bathroom, and on their podcast they were saying there's this massive stigma around being a virgin when you're 17, 18, 19, whatever, and you go to uni, and they were talking about like even doing uni games and stuff and not experiencing all these things that other people have experienced. And you know what? I've said it again, I'm probably being hypocritical at myself because I need to tell myself more, but you're your own person. Don't ever compare yourself to anyone else because you're not in their life, you're not in their lane. Imagine your life's a bowling lane, right? And you're in line with everyone else, right? But this is going to be such a weird thing, but they're all... Sorry about that, guys. So right, I'm just gonna jump straight into it. So I've said before on previous videos about like sometimes how YouTubers and influencers and people who go into this profession and actors and whatever, like performers, they all face a lot of backlash. And I rewatched Jessie Nelson's YouTube video. It was a documentary on BBC, and that was all about like how much hate she got. And she was saying in the documentary that she just won X Factor, and what should be the most amazing feeling ever was the worst because trolls ruined that for her. I know my situation's not, well, what I'm about to tell you is completely different because I haven't made it that big yet and it shouldn't be really affecting me, but I want to show people that words do hurt. So recently from where I live, I've been facing a lot of backlash. So I'll walk down the road and I'll get hurled slag, sket, and they'll quote things from my YouTube videos and they'll say all these like awful things. And it even got to a point of, so we went into like this, I'm not going to say where because I don't want to ding anything, but this is just an example of what it's like. So we went into a shop, and normally me and my mate, we have crack with the people, like it's fine, like whatever, it's funny. And a comment got thrown that I was spotty. And you know what, and I stood there and I just went, And you know what, it takes you back a bit, because obviously through school and through everything, I got names hurled at me all the time, and I was a bit like, oh, whatever, like, nah, don't care. And that one word, spotty, it really stuck with me. And the fact this person pointed it out and said, there's one on your forehead and there's one on your chin. And I just went, what? And straight away, like, your heart sinks and you're just like, bam. Because people who were closest to me, like family, have mentioned that my skin is spotty. So straight away, obviously me, overthinker, I said, you know what? My reaction to that was, I didn't shout, because I thought, when people are being negative towards you, the one thing that they want you to do is they want you to react. But as hard as it is, you've just got to bite your tongue, because the more you bite your tongue, the more bored they'll get. And you know what? It's embarrassing, because if you shout back, they'll thrive off it. It's like, get in, like, we've got them, we've, you know, made you react. But if you just start, it's annoying. Say if I said something to someone, like, I was arguing with someone that completely ignored me, I'd get embarrassed. I'd be like, oh crap, like, it's like when I say, who are you talking to? And no one replies, because it's like a shit comeback. But like, and I was like, what? So then I went outside, I didn't think anything of it. But I want to show people that words really, really hurt. And obviously this platform is a safe space, and I'm really honest about things that I go through. And I feel like whoever's watching me, I feel like, I don't know, you're obviously here for a reason. Like, hopefully my videos are helping you. And I know that I get a lot of hate. And I know I'm not for everyone. No one's for everyone. Like, you can't please everyone. But the messages I get off people saying, look, I really, really love your videos. And it holds a special place in my heart. That's a bit cringy. But it really, really does, because it just goes to show that I am making a difference and I am helping people. So why should I let people get in my way? And whatever you choose to do in life, don't let anyone tell you different, and don't let anyone, because I could have stopped this months ago. I could have went no, because even family have sometimes made comments to me and made me feel so embarrassed, and like, why am I doing this channel? But then instead of and yeah, it's shit when sometimes you hear it off your family, and then you hear it off people down the street and where you live. It is crap, of course it's going to be, but instead of focusing on the negative things, you focus on the nice things, and you focus on the people. My friends who give me the amount of support and love towards my channel is amazing. Like I said, people who message me, and I keep grabbing myself that someone's coming the stairs. But you can't let people get you, like, you really, really can't. Another thing, what I've really noticed as well is Instagram at the moment. Like, the amount of idealization that goes on social media, and the amount of people who look at Instagram and yearn for that type of look, or yearn for that, like, lifestyle or whatever, it's bewildering, because you're not them. Like I said, I didn't finish my comparison. So we're all in different lanes, and you're all throwing your bowling ball at different times in life. So someone, like, I remember listening to the podcast in the girls' bathroom, and they were saying Sue could have landed an amazing job, like, unreal, but you're not Sue. Like, you are you, and you'll land your job. It could be a month, it could be a week, it could be a year, but just know that you're going to get there one day or another. It's going to happen. Like, these past few days, I felt so crap. That was me moving the table, by the way, if you heard the sound. I have felt proper down. I've had my down days, and what I do normally is, like, I convince myself that I'm really, really happy, and I'm just like, no, I'm fine. Like, I'm bothered. Life's too short to be sad. And I had that in my head all the time. But sometimes you've just got to let yourself be sad. You've got to let yourself feel shit, because the more you sit there and the more you're like, I'm fine. You're not. You need to let yourself cry. You need to let yourself feel a bit down, because everyone has a down days. Don't think that you're weird. Don't think that you're different because you don't have a down day. Everyone has them. Like, these past few days, bloody heck. I tell you what, it is, I'm not going to lie, this is another thing that I'm going to be honest about. It's shit being pied by a boy. Like, it is. And I've mentioned it in Boy Talk, but I'm at that age now where I'm 18, and I know my life's just beginning. Like, and I know boys will come at a different point in my life, but because I'm 18, because I haven't experienced that form of, like, relationship with anyone, or I haven't had that with anyone yet, it's scary, because at this age I would have thought I'd have had a boyfriend by now. But like I said, Sue and Barbara might have boyfriends, but am I Sue and Barbara? No, I'm Sophie. And it'll happen in good time. And I've mentioned it to my friends, and I've said, like, this is another thing as well. Before I say this, I am not going against anyone who's got Tinder. I'm not, because I've been on it before, and just to experience it and see what it's like. But it's scary now. Like, with Instagram, Snapchat and Tinder, everyone's like, oh, how'd you meet your boyfriend? Oh, Instagram. How'd you meet your boyfriend? Oh, Tinder. How'd you meet your girlfriend? Oh, Snapchat. And it's like, oh my God, everyone's meeting the boyfriends and girlfriends on social media, and I can't even find anyone on social media. And it's like, if I'm not going out in person to meet, and you worry, you sit there and you get yourself in this proper mind kerfuffle. You're like, oh my gosh, like, I'm never going to find anyone. Whoever's watching this now, and if you're an overthinker like me and you sit there and dwell, right, it's a lockdown. We are in a global pandemic. Obviously, you're not going to meet anyone. Obviously, you're not going to socialise with anyone. And if no one's popped into your DMs, so what? It's obviously not meant for you. If you've got Tinder and it's not going the right way, so what? At least you've gave it a go. If you've got Tinder and you're loving life, good for you. That might just be how you meet lads. That might just be how you meet lasses. Do you know what I mean? So you never ever compare yourself, because I made a really big mistake and of comparing myself to my mates, because they were messaging loads of lads. And I was like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that, I want to do this. But I know deep down, like, oh, somebody's ringing me. Let's just end that there. That was Emily, by the way. I'm not pieing you, just obviously in the middle of the video. It will just happen in the right time. You can't compare yourself to anyone, and I've said it so many times, but I'm such a hypocrite because I'm preaching to everyone on this platform and I'm being so vocal about it. But do I do that to myself? No. I'll probably sit there and be worse on myself. But I wanted to shine a light on this subject because I just want to show people that never compare yourself. If someone's messaging a lad, if your mate's messaging a girl, whatever, be happy for them. And sometimes, as hard as it is, because and this is another podcast I listen to, of like, you love your mate and there's that sense of jealousy because you want what they have. Don't, because yeah, you're feeling shit and you're having a down day to day, but there's a mint day out there for you. And I tell you what, your mates will be like, oh my God, like, for example, with you, Sue and Barbara. Ange, oh my God, you're Ange. Like, Ange has met someone, they'll be talking about you because one day you will have your day. So don't, because you'd expect your mates to be happy for you. So don't ever sit there and compare, because I know for a fact if my mates weren't happy for me, I'd be gutted. I really, really would be. But I'm lucky enough that I've got mint friends that with anything I do, they'll be buzzing. Because, yeah, I love them, they love me. But I know that life's way too short and you shouldn't ever sit there and compare. And as for if people are giving you chew, like I've been getting chew, I could sit there and cry. I could, because what annoys me is the fact that I do this channel for a positive reason, and I do it because I really, really want to change people's lives, like I did with the mental health documentary, like I did with everything else. And the fact that it's gaining negativity, it's like, oh, fuck's sake, like what can I do? Like, am I doing something wrong? But no, I'm not doing anything wrong. In life, you're going to have negative people and you're going to have people saying stuff, but you've got to be strong and you've got to be like, right, bite your tongue, don't say anything. Don't, because you're the one going to benefit from it. You are. So honestly, I'm sending all my love to everyone watching, and just take a little message from this. Whatever you say, please be careful what you say to people. And I know there's that thing of, oh, 2021, you can't do anything, you can't say anything, because people have feelings. And the only reason why that's like that now is because years have went on. Of course it's going to be different. You've got to be so careful what you say to people, because that one spotty comment, that one fat remark, that one eyebrows are bushy, seeing the state of your hair's a mess comment can stick with a person, like really, really, really can. And every time they look in the mirror, they see that. Like in school when I got grief, like I've mentioned before about, like, I said it in another video about my torticollis thing, and it's like part of my neck is like, I'm not embarrassed about saying it, but it's like a nerve, and it's like a really, really hard nerve, and sometimes it can make my head look a little bit wonked. And I got so much grief for that in school, and when I was in school I never ever noticed it, but this one person said it to me, and every time I look in the mirror, that's all I can see now. Every picture I look at, every video I do, I always see that comparison. But instead of sitting there and not doing something I love, I just get on with it because it's me. I'm made this way for a reason. I overthink for a reason, just sit there and remind yourself how mint you are, and everything does happen for a reason. So yeah, I hope this video has just shared a little bit of positivity to everyone. Just don't ever compare yourself to anyone, and don't overthink. And if anyone does give you a negative comment, just imagine that lane, imagine that bowling alley. They're throwing their ball in a not nice direction, whereas you're going to throw it to the pins and knock them all out. Cringy, but it was quite a clever thing actually, what I came up with. What are they called? They're called not a synonym, like a scenario. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you for Real Talk episode 2 next week.